Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Monday, the 10th of July, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Windies name squad for first test match versus India, and in our feature for this evening, St. Thomas's Primary secures coveted third spot. We'll take this break and I'll be right back.
Being fit make me stronger and healthier and make my life better each day. Being fit is beautiful.
Well, I'm back and we start with cricket. Hayley Matthews produced a spell of magic with bat and ball to lead the West Indies women to an 8-wicket win over Ireland women in the third T20 International to clean sweep the series 3-0 at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. Rain interrupted Ireland's innings twice before they finished on 116 for 9 from their 20 overs. Hayley Matthews saved her best bowling performance of the series for her final over when her off-spin ripped through the wickets of Rebecca Stokel for a duck, Arlene Kelly for a duck, and Ava Canning for a duck, becoming the third West Indies women's player to take a T20 hat-trick. She finished with figures of 4 overs, 14 runs, 4 wickets. Cherry-Ann Fraser chipped in with 2 for 19. Matthews and Alia Aline guided the run chase. The pair smashed 12 boundaries between them as they raced to the 117-run target. Matthews, going for her second consecutive half-century, was bowled by Dempsey for 48 from 34 deliveries. Chinel Henry joined Aline in the middle, and the pair took the West Indies women to victory in 18.1 overs. Aline and Henry on 49 and 13 not out respectively as they finished 120 for 2 when victory was attained. Skipper Hayley Matthews was player of the match and player of the series, finishing with a tally of 8 wickets and 135 runs for the series. Meanwhile, Cricket West Indies senior men's selection panel has announced the squad for the first match of the Test series against India. The full squad reads Craig Brathwaite, captain; Jermaine Blackwood, vice-captain; Alec Athanaze, Tajinarayan Chandapal, Rakeem Cornwall, Joshua Da Silva, Shannon Gabriel, Jason Holder, Alzari Joseph, Kirk McKenzie, Raymond Reefer, Kemar Roach, Jamel Warrican. The travelling reserves are Tevin Imlach and Akeem Jordan. In terms of the match schedule, test matches 12th to the 16th July, the first test match. 20th to the 24th July, the second test match. The Sydney United won the series. 27th July, first one-day match. 29th July, second one-day match. The 1st of August, the third one-day match. In terms of the T20 internationals, the 3rd of August, the first T20. The 6th of August, the second T20, the 8th of August, the third T20, and the 12th of August, the fourth, and the fifth T20 is on the 13th of August. Start time is 10:30 a.m. We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
49 years of mine. 49 years of mine.
Well, I'm back, and tonight cricket is in the spotlight. The St. Thomas's Primary School secured the coveted third spot trophy when they defeated the Joyson Library Primary School at the Eaterwood Park on Thursday, 6 July. This as the Runako Morton TDC Primary School's cricket tournament culminated with the matchup for third and fourth place and the grand finals. The much improved St. Thomas's primary team batted first, and it was a stroke of genius by coach Derek Parry which reaped great dividends. He asked Elijah Clark, more known for his academics, athletics, and football skills, to bat at number 3. Clark swung to leg consistently and scored a number of boundaries in top scoring in his team's total of 84. The Joyson Library primary team started well, but after the opening stand was broken, the innings fell apart rapidly, with Clark also taking one of the tournament's top catches. The St. Thomas's team and its supporters celebrated. Summarized scores: St. Thomas's Primary 84 for 3 from 10 overs, Elijah Clark 29 not out, Teshawn Bowles 12, Ezekiel Douglas 1 for 9, Ryan Marchand 1 for 18. Joyson Library Primary 52 for 7 from 10, Tyrese Freeman 18, Nyanja Library 14. Josh, Hondas Maynard, and Bowles picked up 2 wickets each. St. Thomas's Primary won by all of 32 runs, and the man of the match, Elijah Clark. Let's take in a bit of the action.
Big matchup for third and fourth places today. It's going to be Joyson Library Primary and St. Thomas's Primary. Who's going to toss? Which one is going to toss? Joyson Library is going to toss. Try and get you to land on that as much as possible. No, let him toss and you call. All right, so St. Thomas's will make the call and Joyson Library will make the toss. No, do it again. He's supposed to land on the TDC sponsors. Okay, let the umpire verify. Heads it is, and you call tails. You call tails, St. Thomas's. Okay, so come by me. Let talk first. You won the toss, right? What are you planning to do today?
We'll bowl first.
You're gonna bowl first. Is there a reason for that?
Because the pitch look like a good pitch to bowl.
Okay, so when it comes to batting, you're gonna be bowled out easy then? Not necessarily. You're gonna make the runs.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try and bowl them out for a small score and make the runs.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, all the best. St. Thomas's skipper. You lost the toss. Had you won the toss, what would you have done?
Bowl first.
Get the ball first. Interesting. Any reason for that?
Get wickets.
Get the wickets.
Yeah.
But now you have to bat first. Is that a problem for you, or are you going to try and make a lot of runs?
Try make a lot of ones.
About 100?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, all the best, guys. Have a good match. Okay, guys. Jindalan won the toss. Decided to bowl first. And so it's going to be a 10-over contest. It's the matchup for third spot here in the Runako Morton TDC Primary School Cricket Championship. Today is the big day. Of course, after this matchup for third spot, we'll be having the big one, baby. It's going to be VOJN coming up against Charlestown Primary. But for now, it's a 10-over contest for third spot. And of course, fourth spot will be automatically determined. It's St. Thomas's Primary coming up against Joyson Library Primary. Well, look at it. Sterling Marshall, of course, last time around was with the Joyson Library Primary School team, and he was giving them some coaching tips. Now he's in black. I'm wondering if he came today with the intention of offering himself up as an umpire. I mean, he would have seen that the umpires sometimes dress in black. And so I wonder if Sterling was giving a little hinty that he'd love to umpire the game today. But for now, he's giving a pep talk to the Joyson Library Primary School team. We'll be telling them all the intricacies about batting and hitting sixes and bowling off breaks, I would assume. So with the umpires walking onto the field, the action will commence very shortly. Of course, West Indian time again. This match was scheduled to commence at 1 p.m. And let me see what the time is. It's now 1:42. 1:42 on the PM. So I guess it's a nice way of making sure that the big match starts after work, because the way things are going, the big match won't start at 3 o'clock as scheduled. So it might just start around 4 p.m. So the big game will come up a little later, but this is also a very important game. Joyce and Libert winning the toss, deciding to bowl first. Let's see how it goes. Well, the opening batsman going out for the St. Thomas's Primary School. And the action will commence any moment now. The two umpires are Jaden Carmichael and Kian Pemberton. Well, the captain deciding to lead by example. So having won the toss and deciding to bowl, he's going to bowl the first over. So let's see how he gets going here from the pavilion end. Probably one of the tallest players in this game. So here's the first ball. Starts with a wide down the leg side, dragging it down. So immediately down the leg side. And the wide. Here he goes. Moves in once more to bowl. He's tugging it in the air. And just out of his reach. And they're off for the single. So 1 to the total. He looked to pull it, I thought, into the onside and went a little straighter than he would have anticipated over the bowler's head. Bowls. Full pitch, it is that close. And they're off and running. That's a good run. Because while they were appealing, the two batters were shooting through for a leg by. But that must have been mighty close to it. He was playing right across it. It was full pitch. Here he goes now. Bowls. He's tugging at that. Gets the edge. And right away the bowler rushes down to make sure that they can't score. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. That might be pretty wide outside the off stump. Carmichael signals wide. So not the best of starts here for Joyce and Libert Primary. The captain would want to lead by example as he moves in now to bowl. He's driving at that. The fielder comes across, misfields badly. They should be thinking of the single, but it's a belated movement by the non-striker. Should really have gone for that. And misfield. Here he goes now. Bowls flat down the leg side. The keeper does well to get the pad behind it, but it goes away down to third man, and that would be signaled a bye. So 1 more to the total. They all add up. As they say, 1-1 full basket. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. That's an awful delivery. That's a no ball. No ball for height. And the captain losing the script here. He's going to be afraid. So it's a free hit. Now he can swing, which he does. The keeper dives over it, and they go through for what I think would be a bye. And that effectively, there's no, you got to put a baton to that. That ends the over. So we have a new bowler. And it will be over number 2. And he'll be bowling from the Bartotten end, the historic Bartotten end. If I remember correctly, this batsman, he loves to pull into the onside. And once he latches onto it, he hits it really hard. So they have a backward of square, mid-wicket, and that's down the leg side, accommodatingly wide signal by the umpire. That's his kind of deliveries. He'd want to pull all those away for 4 and 6s. So here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl short outside the off stump. He tucks it into the outside. And the man deep mid wicket rushes across, does poorly, puts the boot across to it, and almost went into the boundary. They should be thinking free here, but actually took two. So 2 more to the total. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl outside the off stump. He's patting it back up the strip to the bowler, not tugging into that this time. Not tugging into it, just patting it back up the strip to the bowler. As he moves in once more, he bowls, and he's tucking this one away. The man at backward up square is racing in, maybe too quickly. They're thinking of the second, they're more than thinking of it. They're going back for it, it might be a run out, he's gone. He smashes the bat into the turf, but nobody forced him to run. Now that's awful. He should be getting out of there, should be moving away now. So he's slamming the bat into the turf, and that's not a good show by this youngster. He's very aggrieved, but the action, the attitude, that's not good. And I guess the third umpire would have a word with him, and maybe Coach Derek Parry would also have a word with him, but that's not good. Nice to see David Grant. He's an ardent supporter of the Joycelyn Edward Primary School, former teacher there and all. He's more into athletics and would run all the cross-country routes to support his team and his house. But today he's here supporting the cricket team, which is good. So, a little bit of a mix-up there in terms of the field setting. Too many fielders were on the onside, and that has been adjusted. Here is the bowler moving in now to bowl outside the off stump. He has a switch at it. The keeper dives across to stop it. Wide signal by Kian Pemberton. So 1 more to the total. And that's one of the things that these youngsters will have to learn over time. They certainly have not gotten it right in terms of the number of extras as he bowled. That would be another wide. And so once they get the line right, I think they will go pretty far. But when you have a game and you have 30 plus extras, not good. Certainly not good. That would hurt your team badly. So let's see how many extras will be given away in this innings. Here he goes, he bowled. That's a better delivery as a switch at that. Beaten comprehensively. Head in the air. Poor shot. So here he goes. Moving in now to bowl. Full pitch delivery. Bowled! Leg stump! Clean bowled. Having a drive at that. Full pitch delivery. He had a swing, missed it, and the leg stump was rocked back. Wicket number 2. So here goes now. Bowling to the new batsman. And by the way, the new batsman is young Clark, who was the valedictorian for his school's graduation recently. And just the way he's shaping up, you can know that he's into academics and not cricket. Just the way he's holding his bat. But if he latches onto it, it's going to go far. So here goes. Moves in now to bowl outside the off stump. He's having a switch at that. Another wide signaled. So here he goes now. Moves in now to bowl. That's a full toss. How does he handle it? That's close. The umpire says not out. Yeah, he only goes. So it's a new bowler. Moves in now to bowl outside the off stump. Hits it into the air, into the offside. The long outfielder comes across and would pick it up and get the return in. 1 easily acquired. So 1 more to the total. 15 for the loss of 2. We're in over number 3. So that brings Clark into strike. And we know that Clark, based on the way he's shaping up, he's going to swing. Here goes this Clark having a switch. And dead ball signaled by the umpire. So Tyrese is the bowler. And he'll be bowling to Clark, who, by the way, just to remind you, the top athlete at St. Thomas's Primary and a top student as well. But I don't think he's a top cricketer. And he doesn't latch on to it. He has a switch. And so, batsman like this, you'll want to bowl all the balls to him. Lots of dots, I would imagine. He gets a little touch on that. They're thinking of running belatedly. Clark is an athlete. He's going to get there quickly. And he gets a single. So one more to the total. Here goes, bowls. He's punching this one nice into the outside. The fielder comes across, picks it up nicely. And they get one more. So the other batsman, you could watch the difference in terms of his approach and know that he knows about batting. Here's Clark, swings it away over square leg. He latched on to that. It has gone for 4. And that's why Derek sent him out there, because once he latches on to one, it's going to go far. So somebody's saying bowl him on his toe. You could know it's only one shot Clark is going to play, and that's a tug. He tugs it again into the onside. Fielder misfields badly. The captain, the other fielder moved belatedly and poorly too. Poor work. That's gone for 4. That's gone for 4. Aku is just latching on to this one shot, swinging into the onside. Hey. So it's going to be Clark in strike once more. He has hit a couple of 4s now, maybe about 3. So here he goes, bowls to Clark. Clark is tucking it into the onside. The man is running forward, but way away from him. Lands safely, no man's land. And one more to the total. So nice breeze coming across the park at this point. And the sun is out in all its glory, but the breeze easing the pressure from the heat. Here he goes now, ball short outside the off stump. He drives into that. The fielder rushes in from extra cover, picks it up, gets a return in quickly, and no runs. So that ends the over. We'll get the updated score hopefully soon.
At the end of the 4th over, St. Thomas is 37 for 2.
37 for 2 from 4 overs. This is a very good rate here being built up by the St. Thomas's team. That one went through the legs of the batsman as he had a switch at it. Somebody's asking for a wide, but they obviously didn't realize that it went between his legs. And Leibert is going into the, he's going to have a quick word with the bowler. And so he's going to bowl now. 2. He doesn't wait. He bowls. Switches at that. The fielder comes across, moving quickly. The captain can't score. Didn't latch on to that one. Clark. 37 for the loss of 2. Only 4 overs completed. St. Thomas is going well. He hits this in the air. The captain comes across. He will slide and stop it. So one more to the total. Clark, well, what is Clark doing? Clark thought he was being run out, but he was, you could see that he doesn't understand the game, Clark. He thought he was being run out, although he was past his crease. Well, that's as wide as they come. I think he'll signal double wide for that. Well, somebody's saying no ball off the strip, says Derek Parry. So a dot ball.
Cricket will now come out on primary
So,
school. Live on Channel 8.
Here goes once more.
Who is bowling?
Moves in now to bowl. That's as wide as they come.
Wide. Signal by the umpire.
Derek Parry is insisting that it's a no ball because it's off the pitch.
Up to 77 for 3.
So I guess the umpires do not know that. So here goes. It's Otto moving in. That's a good delivery. Clark falls over as he's trying his one shot. The keeper tries to run him out in the process. He needs to talk to Alec Carey to ask him how to do that.
A sweep shot that was onside, knocked down by Maynard, but the guys in Liber, they communicated well and run that.
So Freeman in strike as he moves in now to bowl outside the off stump. Freeman is tucking it into the onside. They would get an easy single. That's Clark coming across, and underarms the return. One more to the total. So 35 in over number 6. 35 for no loss. Brings Liber, the captain in strike. Bowls. Liber is hitting it in the air. Is Clark going to take it? That's a well.
Clark can't do anything wrong.
I
Clark
believe
can't do anything wrong.
that might
And
be
finals turn
the catch of the
together.
tournament.
Doing it, Park.
Clark
Almost hit it
stuck
there.
his hand in the air,
He just stopped his right hand
and
out, tipped the
somehow
catch. What a catch.
the ball
That
stuck.
was it. Clark after making
My
28
goodness.
easily. Alger Newton
One
his
more.
goal. And so the end of over half. Cleaners.
Final over.
Well, to come up now, ball.
And I think it's bowled. Leg stump.
Gone.
Clean bowled. And the mayor of Cotton Ground is exuberant. He knows that his team has virtually secured the third place spot. So that's another wicket.
40.
And St. Thomas's Primary large and in charge here at the ETW.
So Otto is a new
So
batter.
it's going to be Otto,
And
left-hander.
bowlers comes up now, ball
His
to
bowlers,
Otto.
bowls.
Otto
Otto is
is
bowled. He's an hat-trick.
leg stump. Gone.
Celebrations for the mayor once more.
Goes on to the leg stump. And so St. Thomas is
So he's on a hat-trick.
as Otto departs.
What a
And
way
it's
to
now
finish this
49
game.
for 6.
49 for 6. We're in over number 10.
Time.
Kenroy goes out.
Fraser is the new batter.
And it's like David going out to face Goliath.
Moved tremendously.
The little man, David, with his helmet and his armor and his shield and his sword. Little Kenroy looks a little lost here. Looks as if he's burdened down with the bat and the pads and the helmet. But who knows, he might hit a 4.
They're enjoying the cricket. They enjoy tops away at the crease. Wait and bowlers.
So it's bowlers on a hat-trick. Bowls to Kenroy. Oh, it flashes it into the offside. That's a lovely shot by Kenroy. Is he coming back for the second? He's holding his crease. And they punched it into the offside, Kenroy.
Last moment he goes 35 from this over. How many legal ball left in this over?
He goes,
Three
bowls
legal
and
ball.
out to
Comes up, ball,
bowl.
ball,
He's
ball,
swinging
ball,
at that.
looking for the onside.
And
The
he
ball
goes
takes
upishly into the
out
offside. The
position.
bowler
Back
rushes
to
across,
extra
can't score.
and there is no run. So 2 legal balls. You know.
So 2 balls
and
remaining.
balls again to bowl to
As he
Barry.
moves in now
Comes
to
up
bowl. He has a
Barry.
swing. Is anybody going to catch
No,
that?
bump
Just
shot.
short of the field at mid-wicket. Fires the return in. The bowler doesn't stop it. They're screaming for them to go back. Kenroy is in trouble. Kenroy is in trouble. He's going to be run out easily. Kenroy is hopping mad. And he's gone. Well, Kenroy is not very happy at all. Here's Kenroy coming back with those heavy-looking pads. He has a long journey to travel all the way back here with those heavy pads. Final delivery of this game. 1 ball to get over 30 runs. He swings it into the onside. He won't get 30 with that. And they get 1. Might throw it away. They could run 30 now. Maybe they could run 30 now. I think that's the end of the game. So St. Thomas's Primary would celebrate. 3rd place winners. And look at the celebration. Look at the celebration.
So you can check the newspaper tomorrow. This would be on the front page. Clark, player of the match. Clark, before you leave us, tell me about that inning and what you liked about that inning that you played for St. Thomas's Primary and getting them over the line, winning the 3rd place. Tell me just a little bit about that inning, or what you like about the inning.
What I liked most was the bowlers pressuring me to do better than I usually do.
Thank you very much. Like, you're a good speaker. I can't leave you, or I can't let you go unless you tell me about that catch of the season. From the batsman play the ball, tell me, run me through of that catch, because to my mind, that's the catch of the season.
Well, when the batsman hit it up into the air, I was backing backwards, but I was moving fast enough, so I put down my head and just put up my hand, hoping for the best.
Oh, it was wonderful. You hope more than the best. You took the catch of the season. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to the St. Thomas's Primary School for winning the 3rd place trophy. You did well, and you spoke well too, Mr. Clark. Good to have you.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.